creation was reborn, but balance was never promised. The sky trembles not calm but alive. Cracks ripple through reality like scars of an ancient war. The air hums as if the universe itself is holding its breath. From the void, a light emerges not warm or cold, but sovereign, familiar yet unknowable. At the center of it all stands Rimuru Tempest, not claiming dominion, but embodying change. He didn't rewrite divine code. He replaced it with freedom raw, alive, ungoverned. A force that answers to no one, that fears no one, that lives. The heavens' angels lower their weapons. Demons hover midair, not in defiance but confusion. The rules they lived by are gone. Even the stars hesitate. Their orbits flicker. Constellations shatter and reform like ideas in a waking dream. This wasn't an ascension. It was a hand extended to the world. Michael, in the ruins of the divine fortress, watches divine runes blink with errors. Michael, the code is broken, no replaced. The scripts he once enforced are foreign, now rewritten in a language born from choice, not authority. The World Library. Ramiris watches spellbooks rewrite themselves. Ramiris whispers, these aren't spells. They're roots. Roots of a new world. Roots that carry not control but potential. Across nations, the shift is felt not understood but felt. Orcs pause in silence. Elves murmur prayers they no longer recognize. Humans stare at the sky and shiver. They don't understand what's changed, but they feel it. The air tastes different. The earth pulses beneath their feet. The sun doesn't burn, it listens. Far from thrones and temples, Rimuru sits beneath a tree. No fanfare, no power display. The world bends not in fear, but in respect. Balance wasn't shattered by force. It was undone by presence. Velgrind hovers, wings folding slightly. Vel grinned softly. This isn't chaos. This is permission. Flames flicker in her eyes, not from rage, but understanding. Teen Veldora rises through storm clouds. Veldora, quiet awe, this world no longer obeys. His words aren't angry. They're reverent. Yuki Kagurazaka reads reports. Yuki, to himself, he did it. He really did it. System that once governed all reality, replaced, not by logic, but by will. In every realm, ley lines surge. Magic, once strict and formulaic, now pulses like a heartbeat. It sings instead of obeys. Magic is no longer a tool. It's a companion. It no longer belongs to gods or demons. It belongs to all because it's part of everything. The statues of old gods crack. Their presence doesn't fade, it transforms. There is no war. No clash, just silence. And in that silence, acceptance. Milim clenches her fists, trembling. Not from fear, from unfamiliar peace. Milim quietly. Is this what hope feels like? The youngest demon lord born in destruction senses the world's heartbeat change and doesn't flinch. Guy Crimson stands on a distant cliff, watching. He doesn't intervene. He observes because something greater is unfolding. Not even prophecy predicted this. In the elemental realms, spirits halt mid-flow. Fire crackles gently. Wind holds its breath. Water softens. The elements pause as if waiting for new instructions. Not from a master, but from the world itself. Ramiris floats surrounded by glowing runes. Ramiris, amazed. They're not just spells anymore. They're stories. Stories written in the language of choice. Rimuru speaks once, barely above a whisper. Rimuru, no more kings, only caretakers. He never wanted control. He wanted freedom to exist without permission. Michael walks through what remains of the heavens. He doesn't seek war. He seeks understanding. Michael, this is beyond correction. This is evolution. Children play in Tempest. The grass glows slightly beneath their feet. Trees hum. The world smiles. Balance was never about silence. It was about giving the world a voice. Creatures of every kind gather, angels, demons, humans, spirits. They don't bow. They don't kneel. They simply stand together, not in surrender, in resonance. The world no longer feels owned. For the first time, existence doesn't belong to gods or monsters. It belongs to itself. Rimuru walks, not as a ruler, but as one of many. Every step mends. Every breath heals with no army, no declarations. The world changes because it chooses to follow. Power was never the problem. Control wasn't now. Balance is not maintained by rules, but by understanding. Creation was reborn. Balance was never promised, but this is something greater. Next episode, EP 31, The Cost of Freedom.
ろしくな。